A very good evening to one and all present here. On behalf of the Department of Corporate Secretaryship, I am happy and honored to welcome you all to the 7-day virtual FTP on tech-enabled student development in a VUCA-BANI world, preparing learners for the uncertain future. It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome our respected dignitaries, our Secretary, Sri Udan Kumar Chodia, Associate Secretary, Sri Hemant P. Chodia, Dean, Dr. M. Ramya, Deputy Dean Dr. R. Sureka, and Director Dr. N. Venkataramanan, whose presence encourages and support all our academic efforts. I am also delighted to extend a special and heartfelt welcome to our chief guest, Dr. Mari Anand, Associate Professor, College of Economics, Business Administration, University of Technology and Applied Sciences, Oman. We are truly honored by your presence and look forward to your valuable insights. Welcome, sir. I would also like to welcome our fellow faculty members from various institutions whose honors by your presence and look forward to your valuable insights. I would like to welcome our faculty members from various institutions whose enthusiastic presence adds value to this academic venture. Once again, I thank you all for being here and I wish you an enriching and meaningful experience throughout the session. Thank you.
Thank you for your warm welcome, ma'am. Now it is my honor and privilege to invite Dr. M. Ramya, respected Dean of Agurchand Manmull Jain College, to deliver the inaugural address and formally mark the commencement of our faculty development program. Ma'am, we are delighted to have you with us. The virtual stage is now yours.
Yeah, namaste and a very warm welcome to all who have gathered here. And it's my privilege and honor to inaugurate this significant 7-day international online faculty development program. The topic is very interesting because today we mark the beginning of this transformative journey that's going to bring together brilliant minds across the institutions to address one of the most pressing challenges of today, which is preparing our students for a very unpredictable, I would say, it is more unpredictable and rapidly changing world, the industry. And of course, we are living in a very extraordinary time. The world that our students are inhabited today is actually way different from the one that we all knew a decade ago. I think even the youngest faculty who is attending the FTP today would have completed their undergraduation at 10 years back or at least 5 years back. And we are not familiar with VUCA or BANI kind of terminologies. In fact, if you look at VUCA, it was more of a strategic planning which was used in military, where their work was more volatile, more uncertain, and of course very complex, and there's a lot of ambiguity also. But of late, it is surprising that the same kind of environment is in for our students. So, as we actually navigate into this 21st century, we need to find ourselves, we are into a more, confronting or even more complex kind of a scenario. And as the environment or as the industry becomes more and more complex, a new framework saying BANI came in. A wonderful example for this Bani, of course, as the acronym says, it is brittle, more anxious, more non-linear, and of course, it is incomprehensible. The best example or the best scenario that taught us this Bani is the COVID-19, which all of us had to go through. We all know after this pandemic hit, our stable systems, whatever we had, they all became brittle. We all had to see the global supply chain that collapsed. I mean, almost overnight, just within a day, it all collapsed. We educational institution found it extremely hard to adapt to the online education and all that, but still we sustained. We adapted to the technology and we were able to continue the education. The economies, everything had a hit, and that is when we all became, our systems became brittle. We didn't have a very linear kind of transformation. We did not slowly adapt to technology. Overnight we had to do that transformation. So this new framework, the Bani framework, is something that we need to actually look into more interestingly, more challengingly, or more, we need to adapt ourselves to this particular framework, especially in this non-linear world. Now, as an educator, we are all standing in a very critical juncture, I would say. The traditional mode of education, which we are all trained with, is where knowledge that we possess, we try to transfer it to the students in a more predictable way. Predictable way, as in, we all, as professors from institutions, various institutions, we all think, okay, within 1 month, I should be completing 2 units of my syllabi. And, it is like, the students will know when, what we complete, when the assessments will come, what we ask, all these are predictable. And of course, there is a linear progression. Saying first year I study introduction, and then the second year I make it a little complex. So there is always a linear progression in my education, which right now is not at all sufficient. So what will our students need? They will need more than just a subject matter expertise. They don't want us to be a subject expert, but what they need is the ability to adapt. As the technology changes, we need to prepare our students to adapt to the changes that are coming up. May it be any domain. Could be commerce, could be engineering, could be medicine, could be law, anything. The adaptability to change and the adaptability to innovate, the ability basically to innovate. And, there needs to be, the student should possess a thriving nature in order to, constantly change and update themselves. Unlearn and relearn is the jargon today. So these skills, which we did not possess as a student, we did not see in our teachers, but today we will have to possess these skill sets and prepare our students to adapt to a rapidly changing environment in order to make them future ready. That is more important. So if you look at what skills that we need to teach students, is not today what is there in the curriculum. Rather, it has to be the critical thinking and a very complex problem solving approach, their emotional intelligence and resilience towards the changes, the technology tools, or I would rather call it a digital fluency and the technological adaptability, a very cross-cultural or otherwise interdisciplinary kind of competence. They should also possess a certain entrepreneurial mindset and be prepared to innovate something new. Now, if we impart these skills among students, I think that is when the students will be future ready. So, if you ask me whether technology alone is going to be the answer, no. Technology alone is not going to be the answer. Just because I'm teaching Tally or just because teaching them, Microsoft Office or AI tools, that alone is not going to help them out. More importantly, there needs to be a human element attached. The empathy that students need to show, the guidance that we provide in order to improve their wisdom, that is going to remain irreplaceable among the students. So our role as educators, I would say, will evolve from information deliverers. It is not just delivering the information inside the class, but it has to change to facilitating the learning, allowing them to learn, help them to learn, handhold them, support them through the challenges. And, we need to be the role model or as a inspirer or could be an influencer, basically. So today, more than just transfer of knowledge, we need to set an example before them, and we need to handhold and facilitate their learning. That is more important. We need to provide them a very safe space in order to experiment. When we say incubation center, we are giving them a safe space in order to experiment, fail, and then come up again. So failure should not be the end of their ideas. That is some kind of push or support system that we as an educator need to provide. Of course, I don't want to take much of your time talking more about VUCA-BANI, because there are already experts here. Over the next 7 days, we will have a very comprehensive elaboration on the tech-enabled student development, and of course, distinguished resource persons are here. One, Dr. Anand sir from Oman. Today will be the resource person. Of course, welcome, sir. We will have a series of distinguished resource persons who will be guiding you through various topics, and I'm sure each session is designed not just to inform you, but actually to transform each one of us, to provide us with the practical tools or the frameworks that we have, or could be the strategies that we are going to use and probably implement it in our own educational context. Wishing you all the very best. But before I conclude, I sincerely want to express my heartfelt gratitude to all who have made this program possible today. To our international and national resource persons who have generously come forward to share their expertise, which is across the time zones, across the geographical boundaries and all that. Thank you to everyone who have accepted to be the resource person for this program. And more importantly, to our organizing committee, headed by Dr. Kaveri from Corporate Secretaryship Department and her entire team, the committee members, the organizing committee members who have tirelessly put in their efforts in order to bring this vision to life. And to our institutional partners, one from CAMU who has supported this initiative. And most importantly, to each one of you who have invested your time and energy in this professional development during this critical time. Wishing you all the very best, wishing a wonderful learning, and congratulations to the organizing team. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, this is insightful and inspiring inaugural address. Thank you so much, ma'am. And your words have truly set a thoughtful tone for this FDP and will surely motivate all our participants as we embark on this academic journey. We are grateful for your consent, encouragement, and leadership. Thank you so much, ma'am. It is now time to introduce our esteemed speaker for the day, Dr. Mari Anand N., Associate Professor, College of Economics and Business Administration. I request Dr. B. Karthikeyan, Assistant Professor, to introduce the resource person to the gathering.
Good evening to one and all present here. We are truly privileged to welcome Dr. N. Marianan, a distinguished academician and global thought leader. As the resource person for the first day of our FDP, Dr. Marianan currently serves as an associate professor at the University of Technology and Applied Sciences, Salalah, Sultanate of Oman. With over 13 years of rich academic and administrative experience, across primary institutions in India and abroad, he stands as a remarkable example of scholarly dedication. A gold medalist in his MBA, he also holds multiple degrees including MHRM, MPhil, and PhD. And he is also a UGC NET qualified professional. His prestigious international recognition includes being a fellow of the Higher Education Academy, FHEA, UK, and his academic journey has taken him to countries like Cambodia, UAE, Bahrain, and Oman for various research and academic contributions. Dr. Marianan is an accomplished researcher, having authored over 40 scholarly articles, many in Scopus Index and ABDC ranked journals, and has contributed extensively to international conferences. He has also served as a reviewer for IGI Global and is currently on the editorial board of reputed international journals. As an editor, he has published influential books, including Emerging Insights on the Relationship Between Cryptocurrencies and Decentralized Economic Model, with contributors from across the globe. His recent research interests span across AI-driven digital marketing, cryptocurrency-based financial systems, luxury tourism, and sustainable development. His work has earned awards including the Best Paper Award at a global conference and the title of Young Achiever in Research by Rotary Club India. Beyond academics, Dr. Anand is a dynamic academic leader. He has served as a head of the department at SRM University, played a pivotal role in AACSB accreditation processes, and coordinated over 25 webinars and national international events. As a seasoned FDP and a seminar resource person, he has been invited by many international institutions. His contribution to curriculum design, examination board, and academic quality assurance have been widely recognized. With his vibrant experience, innovative insights, and inspiring vision, we are confident that today's session under his guidance will be intellectually stimulating and practically enriching for all of us. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you so much, Dr. Karthikeyan.
Thank you, sir.
Uh, shall I?
Sir, with immense pleasure, I now invite our guest speaker, Dr. Mari Anand N., Associate Professor, to begin today's session on understanding the VUCA-BANI paradigm, implications for higher education. Sir, the screen is yours now.
Thank you so much for the organizers. And bit sorry for the delay. Uh, Today I have landed in India. That's why it was bit. My trip journey was being adjusted 2 days earlier than the expected one. That's why I'm so sorry. I'm on the way to my native. So let me finish on the way. In case of any network connections or technical issues, please do let me know. Okay. Someone, if you can coordinate with me, it will be much better. Dr. Karthikeyan?
Karthikeyan,
Sure,
please.
sir. I will play the PPT, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. Please.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Is the PPT is visible to everybody? Is that legible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
Right. Right. Very good evening to everybody. This is Dr. Mariana. As they had a very lengthy introduction, thank you so much. So I'm working on I'm working as an associate professor in business studies in Utah, Oman, and I'm also the curriculum design head committee for Oman Higher Education Ministry of Higher Education. And I was really, it's a great pleasure to be here in the crowd, and I'm so happy to see such an institution bringing a new pedagogical paradigm and also new strategical innovation in teaching of higher education called VUCA-BANI. And its implication in higher education. So, since many of them are not very familiar with the term VUCA and BANI, I really appreciate the institution. Jain, right? Jain College, Minambakam, Chennai. So my heartfelt appreciation when I was getting the permission for attending this program as a chief guest. When I was getting permission from my head of the department and my senior officials in Oman, they were really eagerly interested about what is it all about, Ukan Bani, what it is, and how it has been going to be implemented. Why can't we try here? Just they had a brief discussion on this. So I really appreciate you, and we'll get into the session. Shall I? Am I audible to everybody? Is my voice is clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So, what is UCA and BANI paradigm in the profound implications of Indian higher education system? And we will understand how volatility and uncertainty, complexity and ambiguity intersect, and brittleness, anxiety and non-literary and incomprehensibility. So how this going to be, and all these factors are going to influence a new curriculum design, or how that's going to be implicating a well-known or well-defined higher education curriculum in future, Indian future. See, if you take NEP, New Education Policy, or if you take the Prime Minister Education Yojana Fund, they have insisted teaching is not just transforming the knowledge or educating them what it is. It is about developing and upskilling them with, or equipping them with the skills which is required, not to be an employer but to create employment. So this VUCA-BANI, they focus they emphasize on entrepreneurial skills and practical learning teaching. Can you go for the next slide, please? Right. See, just I want to make ensure what it is VUCA is all about. Volatility, it talks about unpredictable changes that is going to happen in future. That is, predicting the future, it's always a high nightmare for all entrepreneurs or risk bearing. It's a very tough job for any businessman. Think about the students, right? So today AI is going to be is leading in the market. So if you study AI or machine learning with the course or along with the curriculum, whatever it is being designed, then that could be a future for you, and you will be studying according to that. But when you finish AI, by the time super AI may be coming, there is some other technology advanced than AI will be introduced. So you cannot, or you cannot focus, or you cannot predict your future as like the trend. So your a higher education or the curriculum which we are going to design, which we are as a faculty. Sorry to interrupt you. Please, can anyone tell me whether it is an autonomous institutions or just affiliated to a university? Dr. Karthikeyan?
It's an institution affiliated to
So it is autonomous. It is having an autonomy status, or following the syllabus of Madras University, madam.
which is following the syllabus of Madras.
Good. Thank you so much. So half of the burden is being reduced over here. So Madras University will design the curriculum. Now, as a college, as a department, what we can do in addition to the curriculum? So we cannot touch the syllabi. Am I right? We cannot change the syllabus as prescribed by University of Madras. So we have to follow as it is. But what are the other changes that we can do apart from the syllabus? How are we going to make our students to get graduated with additional skills and equipments other than the Madras University offers? Right? So that is first. Second, uncertainty. See, foresight, predicting the job trends, we should always consider that into a factor, and only then, based on that factor, we have to design our curriculum, right? So see, if it is bilingual, it is fine. Can I speak something in Tamil? See, because certain proverbs I can speak only in Tamil, if you are okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Thank you so much. So there was a long say when I was doing my graduation, I mean post graduation. My professor used to say, சாமி கும்பிடுறத சாமி கும்பிட போனாலும் சக்கரை பொங்கல் கொடுத்தாதான் சாமியே கும்பிட வருவாமா. Students are like that. What is the benefit that I am going to get? சாமி கும்பிடுறதுனால I need சக்கரை பொங்கல். Correct? Only we are not going to temple only to worship, also to for the sakra pongal. But sakra pongal is the immediate benefit that you are going to get than the worship or the blessings from the God. Right? Similarly, whenever you are planning or making a curriculum design, you have to make an immediate benefit. What is the immediate change or immediate benefit that he can get along with the degree is certifications. And the skills, the knowledge is that they are going to earn is the future benefits of that curriculum. Right? Can I go to the previous one? Sorry. Yes, complexity and ambiguity are the next two. Just a minute. Complexity and just a minute. Right. Sorry. The complexity and the ambiguity, these two refers to the lack of clarity of evolving the accreditation and the interconnected factors of managing the diverse of the students' needs. So these two factors plays an important role that an institution have to follow as per the rules. So you have to get any accreditation like NAC or AACSB, you have to follow certain program outcome and the course outcome. Since it is affiliated colleges, so you don't need to worry about it, but still when you make some certification courses, you have to make aligned with this ambiguity and complexity nature. Okay, the next slide, please. The new reality, that is BANI. Brittle was the first component of BANI. That system appears strong but fails suddenly. Updated teaching methods are example. It's something like 2000 coding, program coding. When 1999, the software was with the different coding. When it is millennium, the program coding and the entire software industry got fell down. Something like that. Sudden disappear. And then IT will be booming for 5 to 7 years, and then sudden decrease will be there. Why? Because innovation gap. The technology cannot adapt to the nearing future. And the anxious. Anxious is here, it refers to constant unease. The students' anxiety about the placements and growing. Unless the students are getting benefited, unless the students are getting the confidence, giving a degree is just a paper. Right? Non-linear. Non-linear here it refers to the cause and effect. We used to say causa approach, right? It's a cause and effect program. And the cause and effect of the degree, the cause and effect of the teaching, the cause and effect of the pedagogism, all that should be in a linear, co-linear point. And smaller policy changes, even that is unexpected outcomes, may be positive or negative. The incomprehensible, here it refers to events, defy explanation, technology, outpacing curriculum, relevance in one such challenge. See, making a syllabus or making a content is easy because we have to finish our work. But when it comes to the practical outcome, what the student has learned is different. A student who is getting a BBA graduation or a secretariat, corporate secretaryship, you can get it, or this degree is same from Madras University. The person who is studying from X college or Y college also will get the same certificate what the students are getting in AM Jain. But in addition to the certificate, what is the student skills? What is the advantage that the student is having? Is certification program, if they completed any training certificate, practical knowledge, if they have undergone any NPTEL courses, MOOC courses, massive online open courses, or if their students are equipped with entrepreneurial skills, is they having any program, or all these are inherited over here. Next slide, please. So, what is the difference between VUCA and BANI? What is the difference? Both are in different terms. See, the objective of both VUCA and BANI are is to equip the students with the practical necessity to reduce the future risk. But they have a slight variations. They are deviating in one point called decision making and existence. See, VUCA will enhance the students to take the better decisions in business, whereas this BANI will enhance them, will motivate them. They will, it will, it is like an positive motivation, right? It will drag you to the upper level. It will make you to go for the next level. It will boost up you. Whatever you have with the data, it will advance your skills and it will advance your productivity. Next, please. Yes. How will you imply all that in curriculum design? Right? There are three stages. Number one, interdisciplinary learning, skill emphasis, and design thinking. Interdisciplinary learning here it refers to when a student is learning for corporate secretaryship, he should not be learning only the equipment and skills outcome of corporate secretaryship. You should also learn what is accounting, what is finance, what is management, what is HRM. He should be multidisciplined. Also, he should learn about the life skills, personal skills, soft skills, right? Basic English communications, business correspondence, whatever it is, which is required for his business life. Skill emphasis, it should not be write paper and paper. Yeah? We have a thought. Madras University exam எழுதுவோம் கொஸ்டினை பார்ப்போம் 3 பக்கம் பையன் எழுதுவான் அதுக்கப்புறம் and it goes on, right? 45 பக்கம் எழுதுனா 50 mark. And we know how the evaluation is being done. And we know how the students are writing the answers. First ஒரு paragraph தான் வந்து he will write about what is the question is all about. Yeah. Second, third paragraph, if you see the students, he will be like, sitting in Switzerland and making a music composition like A.R. Rahman. He will make ups and hills and downs all over. And all the stories we could able to see. We should understand the students' power then. If you could able to imagine and write a 20-mark question in 1 hour, what kind of creativity that the student has potentials, then we are misleading them. Right? So the curriculum should be designed in a way that the student should able to think and write, not vomiting whatever he studied. I mean, that is exceptional to the course. Certain courses you need the formula to be carried out, like accounting and the other numerical methods. Other than that, for theoretical paper, it should be critical thinking. The question should be in higher order thinking. The last one is the design thinking. Yes, integrating the design thinking into engineering programs. Of course, we are arts and science college. Why we should study engineering? It is not about that, but we should learn the basic engineer. That is what the new education policy says. Though you are a business students, though you are an accounting students, you should also know what is engineering is all about. Because in future, who may knows? You may be the entrepreneur for an engineering company. For that, you should know the basic engineering concepts. What is basics of mechanical? What is the basics of electronical? Suppose you want to carry out some electronic works that is to be carried out in a company, you should know which engineering that it belongs to. Am I clear? All of you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Thank you so much. Next slide, please. The fostering the resilience and mental well-being. This is not only for the curriculum, this is evenly required for teachers. Even teachers requires this, right? என்ன பண்ணுவோம் நம்ம we will come, we should not take the same course as what we taught for the past years. Seriously, I'm telling you, it may be comfortable for you for preparations, but it will kill your creativity power. It will kill your creativity power. See, we are all NET graduates, we are all PhD graduates, we are all teachers, we are all lecturers, right? நம்ம கிட்ட படிச்ச ஒரு பையன் கலெக்டர் ஆயிட்டான் அப்படின்னு நான் சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா, அவன் என்கிட்ட படிச்ச பையன் அப்படின்னு. அதே நம்ம கிட்ட படிச்ச பையன் ஒரு டீ கடையில வேலை பார்க்கறான், நம்ம சொல்லுவோமா பெருமையா ஹி ஸ்டடிட் அண்டர் மீ அப்படின்னு? சொல்ல மாட்டோம். அப்ப என்ன சொல்லுவோம், அவன் படிச்சுக்கல வைக்கல இல்லையா? That is the mentality of teachers. I'm not blaming you, including me. Sorry. To say that we need some mental health and support to make ourselves, to create or think beyond what we can do. See, what is there in the book, it is known to everybody. We don't want, see, earlier we are called as lecturers. We used to give lecture on what is there in it. Now we are called as assistant professors, associate professors. Why the designation has changed? Do you know why what is the difference between lecturer and a professor? Lecturer is about lecturing about the concept. Professor is about bringing out the ideas related to the concept. That is what is all about. The preparation should start before the class, not during the class or during the college. What I'm going to take tomorrow, I should be well prepared by today. This is what my experience is all about. And today I'm taking management accounting, and I'm taking management accounting for 4 years. I'm taking for the 5th year, 6th year, 7th year. Oh my God, no. Of course, you will be fair enough. You don't want any management. I know many teachers, I know many professors who will handle financial accounting, corporate accounting, management accounting without a textbook. They'll just directly go TS ready and take problem number 13, 14. You know which problem, what is the number, what is the solution, what is the answer. But what is the proudness that we have in that? What is the outcome that we are getting it? But try this way. Why can't you create a problem? You yourself create a problem. Don't follow anybody, right? Something like that. And mindfulness of promotions. You should promote yourself first, and you should encourage your stress reduction techniques. What are stress reduction techniques? Laughing in the staff room is and I want to confirm this, only staffs are there, right? No students?
No, sir, this is only for faculties.
Very good. Thank you so much. So encourage of stress reduction, here it refers to we will laugh around in the staff room, and we'll become very strict and very what to say, we will maintain an strategical differences between while taking the class or while we are sitting in the staff room. But be friendly is something like this. Of course, students will take advantage over it, but fix a limit, right? So how can you make this mindful promotion is make them to come out of the stress. As like us, they also have stress. We are also coming in train. We are also coming in bus. We are also having the hot temperature. We are also having stress, sweatings, everything. Like what we have clerical works, right? Apart from teaching, we have filing, we have ISO, we have NAC, we have meeting, we have individual committees. If any programs come such as, we will have additional responsibility. Even sitting in the home, you are organizing this FTP. How stressful we are. But how can we reduce it? We should make coping mechanism. Similarly, students may also have certain problems over it. Supportive environment. Create a supportive environment when you make the syllabus or a curriculum in an easier way. We should not say whenever we start our curriculum as stating that, see, if you are not concentrating in this course, kalas, you will be failed. This is very difficult. Last year 14 failed. This year 15 failed. So please be careful. Don't threaten them. Please don't threaten them. Just tell them that this is one of the easiest course, even though it is difficult for them. And you please tell them that you may heard that the course is very difficult. So many courses like corporate accounting 1 and 2, people always say it is very difficult. No. Please tell them. People will say it is very difficult, but I will make it very easier for you. Don't worry about it. It's up to me. You just leave it everything towards me. I will take care of. You please focus only on whatever I say. Kalas, you will pass. Once you give this confidence to them, they will just blindly follow you, whatever you say. I personally believed it. Those who are handling income tax, those who are handling corporate accounting may have such problems. I do believe. Is that so? Any IT teachers, professors, income tax professors, corporate accounting professors here? Anybody? Yes.
Many of
Dr.
them are kids.
Yes. Do you have the same? Do you had any such experience as such?
Good
Yes.
evening, sir.
Good
Sir,
evening. Good
this is
evening.
Chetan from Lucknow,
Oh,
Lucknow, Uttar
great,
Pradesh.
great, great.
Actually, sir, problem is not here. The
Ah,
problem is because of COVID,
yeah.
most of the students were passed without
Hmm,
even giving the exams.
correct.
So they are the big challenge.
Mm-hmm.
When they pass the intermediate after giving board exams,
Mm-hmm.
then the brain we get in the class is a educated brain.
Mm-hmm.
But at present, from past 3 years, we are facing the same problem that it was COVID, so the syllabus was relaxed
Mm-hmm.
and the students are passed. That's why it is becoming a problem that how to teach them because their intermediate concepts are already not cleared.
Doctor, I meant to say that even now you have the same problem.
Yeah, yeah,
I see. Now, if this is a live case that we have, see, now we have the live case of corporate accounting or income tax that because of COVID, the syllabus are relaxed and the minds are set to that. Now, what we have to do, we have to tighten not in adding the portions, but in making them to apply that corporate accounting in the natural fields. Right. For example, you just make them to go for a training or for during the vacation system, 15 days or 16 days, or buy a balance sheet of a company or a corporate sector, and then make them to solve it. So this is a problem that the company faces. This is the financial decision making that they could not make it. As a student, what is the suggestion that you can make, and what is the proof for it? How will you solve it? Something like that. Give some, make the students to learn about some newspapers or articles related to corporate accounting. Now, you just please tell them if you could able to solve this. This is an example, right? If you could able to
yeah,
solve the problem right now here, I'm damn sure I will give you an employment opportunity after finishing your graduate. Whether you can give or not, that is a different story. Leave it. But please tell them
yeah, yeah.
that factor will induce him to do solve it. Seriously, I'm telling, because as you said, it's become spoon feeding now, right? In our days,
Yes,
it is not a spoon feeding that you have to go to library, you have to go to search and books and authors publications related to the concept. Even we won't hesitate, we will hesitate to get into the stuff from you how we are going to talk the professor. But now it is like a spoon feeding. Everything is on the table. They believe mata pita Google devam, no guru. They trust only on Google. Correct?
no, sir. Now they have started believing AI. Even I have found that
Yeah, that's what Google. I'm talking
before
about
solving a
Google.
question, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Google here
they
refers to
simply
anything.
ask the answer.
They
They simply
replaced
ask the answer from AI.
they replaced only Guru. Mata is there, Pita is there.
Yeah.
Thank God they didn't replace the God and Mata Pita. They replaced only Guru.
Yes, sir.
So we have to go in their way, no other go. The curriculum should be designed. Okay, you can use AI if you want to, because we cannot stop them in using technology. But how can we
Yeah,
convert that way of technique into a productive way? That is very important, right? So what we can do
sure.
is make them to do. Okay, this is a problem. Go to AI. Give the sole problem. What AI is giving, interpret on that. Ask him to interpret on that, so that he have to study the problem.
Sure.
We can make it in such a way. The curriculum can be designed in such a way, right? Next slide, please. Right. Embarrassing technology and innovations. This technology, as just now we discussed with Dr. Chetan, right? How AI is making promotions, and see how many students know where the library is. 99% they don't know where is library. But if you ask in canteen, they will say tea is very high, vada is very soft, and they will say at 4 o'clock if you go, lemon juice will be fresh. But if you are asking where is the library, they don't know, and they don't want to go there also, right? So we have to make them to read. And of course, now it is very hard time to go to library and taking books. They can at least download the books and they can read. Make them to read something. Make them to read at least a newspaper daily, e-newspaper at least, and make the technology to be leveraged to everybody, easy access. Okay, at least a department should have a Wi-Fi classroom, Wi-Fi enabled classrooms, and then the 1 hour can be given to all the students to access the Wi-Fi, and then let them learn something about the concept. It can be a smart classroom, it can be an e-learning classroom. At least on rotation basis, the institutions can offer. right? Encouraging the experimentations, like if you have to go with innovative pedagogy, like you have Kahoot, right? You can implement the Kahoot system, or you can make some quizzes. You have internals in AMJ college, or we have internals, right? Like we
Yes,
will be
sir.
giving some
Yes, sir.
marks for like
25 marks, sir. We are giving 25 marks as internals.
we have 25 marks. Good.
Yes.
So in the 25 marks, you don't give assignments. As Dr. Chetan said just now, right away, the AI will do. Chatbot will create the assignment, will prepare the assignment for you. No, there is no use of giving assignments. Rather, you please make them to be in the classroom for 25 marks and play them the Kahoot, right? Let them learn the concept and come. The Kahoot will make them to be more interesting, more competitive. Of course, it's one-time burden. Once you prepared for the course, and you can hand over the same thing to the teachers who is going to handle for the next semester. Likewise, you can rotate it so that the meantime, the job rotation, the curriculum design, everything will be enriched. Right? Next, please. Next slide. Building agile and responsive system. See, these two are the four major factors of that system. Here it refers to. First one is flexible process. You should make industry alignment. You should make industry alignment, and then you should make foster collaboration. You should make continuous improvement. We all know, we have studied in total quality management, right? When a quality can be enriched, or when a quality is going to be assured, you should make the continuous process. And when you make a flexible process in the sense, you have to be an adjustable and bendable, and blended mode of teaching, or it is online mode of teaching, or it is an direct face-to-face teaching. It should be flexible and related to the situation, to the stakeholders. Industry alignment is very, very, very important. Whenever you make a curriculum design for a namesake, or for for an protocol purpose, we used to just appoint a corporate person, but the views of corporate person should be incorporated in the syllabus framing. It's very, very, very serious issue. That is what the government of India is also insisting now. Now, whenever you make board of studies, when you make suppose if it is autonomous college, you can make it. Even in university, you can represent this, right? So if you can't influence the university, as a college, we can do whatever we can do, whatever the syllabus being made, but you can make, you can take the syllabus to the corporate world and then tell them what are the case studies that we can give for the syllabus. Please, in addition to that, you can teach them something more than that, right? Next slide, please. Leadership in a Bani world, right? How you can become an you can become an strategic leader. How can you become an educational leader? How can you become the foster of education hub? There are three ways: empathetic, and you can be decentralizing it and encouraging the risk taking. You should always open to the risk. Of course, you should take the risk. It is not playing with the life of the children, but it is about planning for the life of the children. I'm sorry. Is there any problem? Technical issues? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Right. So there are three ways. You have to cultivate your visionaries. That is, whatever the vision motto of some entrepreneurship, or the person of the college motto, or the institution where I studied, the motto was to make every man a success and no man a failure. So that word applies to everybody. So whatever the initiative that you have taken, that to be aligning with your institutional vision and the vision of the students. Decentralized decisions. You should take the governance. You should decentralize the governance to the lecturers. The principal or the head of the institution should give leverages to the HOD to take the decisions about the curriculum and teaching methodologies. And the HOD should be decentralize the powers to the lecturers to free hand of taking classes. And the students the staff, the concerned assistant professors should decentralize that autonomy and the power of students to incorporate the students' view in the taking the classes. Encouraging the risk taking, as I told you, right? It is an empowering the faculty to design and innovative courses. Just one-time risk that will give you a productive life, right? Next slide, please. Thriving the new product gym. Here it is three-way characters that we have to focus on. You should be adaptive, Adaptive in the sense that should be adaptable to all levels of stakeholders, all level, UG, PG, postgraduate, research, right? And it should be innovative. You should you should always be innovative. Change is the only phenomenon in the world which will never change. So you should always adapt to the change, and you should always bring new changes. Build key strengths. Always build and strengthen your stakeholders and the persons who involved in the process of teaching and pedagogy. Future proof students, it's like an you should make a live examples for the next generations, right? How are you going to make the higher education, how you are going to adopt this VUCA and BANI, and how that is going to give a productive outcome to the institution as well as the department. Next please. Okay, now shifting to BANI. As we discussed earlier, what are the examples of this? Brittle is a system fails suddenly under pressure, right? Under pressure, how many of us faced 99% of the teaching faculty will face a problem? Sudden failure. Sudden failure in the sense, usually maths is the most interesting subject. Maths geography is the most, as per I'm talking about Stanford University's survey. Maths, physics, geography is the most interesting subjects in the entire curriculum. But how many of them liked it? How many of you are weak in maths? Including me, everybody will raise our hand. Correct? How many of you like physics? Hardly 50 to 60% will raise your hands. Among all, history is the most interesting subject. The second stand is chemistry. But we will always sleep in history and chemistry classes. Not we. I should not say you, but I used to sleep. But that usually I would say this history and chemistry gives philosophies. It gives nature's combination. Both are belongs to nature's combination. The future is chemistry, the past is history, I would say. So sometimes the teaching pedagogy or the teaching methodology may have a sudden failure. The students will get bored. The students want to make changes. 5 years once, 6 years once, 7 years once we are changing the syllabus. That will not be a good thing. Syllabus should be changed by predicting the future, not by seeing the other competitor or the next college. The anxious is like making the stress. You should not make the people to be more stressed. I don't know why I'm doing this degree. I don't know why I have joined this degree. This is the only course I have joined. But I don't know. I'm going to be the third year next year and final year. After that, what I'm going to do? If the students are having that anxiety in their head or they are thinking about such problem, they could not concentrate on the syllabus. So your syllabus should provide them the confidence level that, okay, this is very important. So how the syllabus should be? For example, if you are taking marketing classes, what is the marketing classes? It talks about 4 P's of marketing. Instead of having this 4 P's, the same content, 4 P's of marketing, the content can be like this: 4 P's of marketing in today's Indian business world, or marketing contents in Indian perspective. So when the something which is new, which the students will always think, okay, India now has this one, okay, something new, something like that. Incomprehensible, beyond understanding, overwhelming information. It's very, very important, because what is there in the book, me know, I also know, you also know, and also the students knows. We are not here to read, but we are here to give some information which is overwhelming to them. The sense which is hidden, which is not known to them for the fact. Next slide, please. Its impacts on arts and science colleges in India. Since it is Jain, so I have taken arts and science as a perspective and India as a geographical scope. Reduce the job security due to automation and globalization. It increased the competition and shrinking job market. Need for adaptability and critical thinking and problem solving skills. Declining the enrollment in traditional arts subject. So quite common. Like we have a perspective, right? And arts and science students cannot earn like a professional student. That's why professional courses are charged higher, arts and science courses are charged lower. No. Now think about the productivity of teachers. Engineering teacher is also getting the same salary as like arts and science teacher. So the government or the world doesn't think about whether he is an engineering graduate or arts and science graduate. But we feel it, and we give this thought to the students. And we feel that the course is very easy. That's why there is no job. There are many people are studying. No, no, it is not like that. Arts and science courses is a king of even engineering and medicine. If you take medicine, if you say the first lesson for international medicine is an art and science. If you take management, management is an art and science. Engineering is an art and science. All the courses are arts and science. Am I right? So the fostering of technology should be given in that the arts and science courses is more important. That as a college we can give this importance, and also we can tell our nation to say that arts and science courses are nevertheless greater or lesser than any other courses. And reduced job security is there because everybody is getting a graduation. Getting a graduate in BCom or a BBA is becoming easy for our students, which means the students' thinking capacity is growing very faster than the curriculum which we decide. We should make bit harder to that. Only then the standard will increase. Only then the arts and science courses should be looked after by the rest of the world. Right? Next slide, please. The developing the essential skills. What are the essential skills that this is common for all the courses, not only for the VUCA-BANI strategies, but this could be done on critical thinking, communication, creativity, and specific skills. Those who have did your schoolings in your CBSE or Central Board of Secondary Education, you might have known about this part B's, right? You have Bloom's taxonomy in evaluating criteria and also in explaining the criteria about making the questions. Higher order thinking, lower order thinking, medium order thinking, critical thinking, communication thinking, comprehensive, right? When you make such curriculum or a design or a pedagogy, that should fulfill all these components of making the students to think critically, and should make the communication properly and make the students to create something new. And also it should be specific towards the core curriculum of the concept of the courses, right? The course curriculum which is a requirement for business communication will be different from corporate accounting. It's different from psychology, different from marketing management, different from physics, thermodynamics. So you should be able to be more specific related to that. That is the fourth one. But the rest of the three is common for all the major curriculum and corporate science. Next slide, please. Pedagogy and teaching methods. This is quite common. Most of the teachers in India, we are following it, but slightly different in a way. Experiential learning. Now, 99% we are following this experiential learning. This is a technique that we are using in Oman, in Utah, the entire Gulf region. We follow UK standard, UK senior fellowships standards of PSF. We used to say that as is experiential learning. There is no internal exams. There is no model exams, no midterm examinations or class tests, something like that. No, it is about purely experiential marketing. What we used to do, we'll make the students to go to a supermarket and make them to give them 3 to 4 rows, 1 row for each student, and they have to observe why the products are arranged like this, why the price is being fixed like this, what are the promotions they are giving an offer, why it is odd pricing, why it is distributed in the way, so that they will learn what are the 4 P's of marketing over there, and they have to submit a report on what they have observed. So whereas they cannot use even AI they can frame the sentences, but for feeding that AI, they should make something to be written. This is called experiential learning, right? Real-time experience. Put them in internship. Let them go to some organization, right? Reduce 3 to 4 subjects, no issues. But rather give them some practical. But that should be productive practical. நம்ம போய் என்ன பண்ணுவான், மேடம் இன்டர்னல் போகிறேன், கம்பெனிக்கு போகிறேன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நேராக பீச்சுக்கு போயிடுவான். அப்படி இல்லை, ரைட்? We should ensure that they are studying something, right? So the assessment, you should catch hold of the assessment. நீங்க அங்க அசஸ்மெண்ட்ல ஒரு 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 இக்க வைக்கணும்னு சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா? You should catch hold of them, right, in the assessment after the internship, so that will become a real world experience. So technical enhanced, as I told you, you can use Kahoot, you can make Arbit, you can say PSF. There are many educational AI tools are being used, right? Gamma applications, make them to understand even designing. Modern examples, we should not give whatever we studied, right? Whenever my teachers explains about marketing, he will give his own real-time example, like what he studied about I still remember when I was doing my MBA, my professor used to give an example of Rasna, washing powder, Nirma. Right? All these are outdated products. You should give it now what Elon Musk and Trump is doing. Right? You should also talk about what Tesla and Facebook is doing, what Meta has implemented, what AI and Gamma is doing. You should give an updated examples. You should bring modern examples to the course. Right? Next, please. So I would like to conclude by saying the first, you should embrace VUCA-BANI as an opportunity for innovation. You should equip the students with whatever the essential skills that you can incorporate in the syllabus itself. Foster a culture of lifelong learning and adaptability. You should provide scope for the students to make a continuous learning. You should be able to learn continuously, and you should be able to just a minute. Just give me 5 minutes. Okay, I'll finish. So we should make them to learn, and you should provide scope for continuous learning, right? And the major important thing is kindly collaborate with industry experts. I would underline this and tell you, because only this is going to give a very good job opportunity for the Indian labor market and the Indian human capitals. Next slide, please. Thank you so much for your pleasure, for your patient hearing. Any doubts? I'm so sorry if I'm so faster. I'm if my language is clear, my concept is clear, you can ask your doubts as much as you can.
Yes, sir. Very clear and easily understandable.
Thank you. Anybody else? Any doubts?
Yes, sir. So thank you very much, sir.
Hmm.
The session was really an insightful and thought-provoking. We now move on to question answer segment as the resource person was asking about question and answer. The participant can feel free to ask any questions or you can clarify your doubts. The participants may kindly unmute yourself and feel free to ask questions. Anyone? Anyone
Hi,
has a
I'm
question?
Chitra. So I have a doubt, like how you will closely collate with the industry and prepare the curriculum according to the students.
Yeah. Now I'll give you a live example, madam. There is a program called Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana, PMRJ. Or I'll give you one more example. This college is nearby Gindi or somewhere else?
Yes, sir. Near Gindi only.
Gindi, right? Nearby
Near
Gindi.
Baka. Yes.
So we have this NSIC and MSME in Ikatatangal. There is an head office. They are specially working on the education unit. They work on education unit of Chennai. And this government of India and the state government, they jointly put together several programs to develop or equip with the industrial experts. So if you register your institution under this, and if you have a tie-up with them, just tie-up is not like an MOU. Just go and talk to the concerned person over the safety. So regarding the EDP program, Entrepreneurial Development Program, they will organize you with many corporates who are doing the small scale industries. They also require, meanwhile, they will also give the employment opportunity to the part-timer students. Do you understand? Suppose, for example, they make some, what to say, fossil fuels or clerical designing in Coral Draw or banner creations. They might have registered under MSMA. So what they may need some part-timers, they may need some marketers, they may need some, so they will register under MSMA. What MSMA will do, this ministry will talk to the concerned industries in the sense the colleges, and then they will arrange something. Meanwhile, what they used to do, they'll talk about what are the business ideas, what are the loans that the government is offering for studying graduates and for the first graduates, so that you will get tie up, you will get good contact with those peoples, arrange some industrial visits, get some industrial visits, those who are able to offering, like Avin, Nissan, they are giving this industrial visit offers. So what you can do is you can tie up with them, make them to able to see them, contact with them. Now while going, just have a PR and then talk to them. What is the requirement for a BCom graduate? How many BCom graduates you are taking? How many BBA graduates you are taking? What type of courses that they have to do for coming to or apply for this job? Just orally you can take. And if they say orally we are not taking BCom, but if you have the certification, I will take it. Then you can imply that certification here. If you have Tally, then your student can be accommodated in an accounting section. Then implement the Tally as an add-on course to your curriculum. So if you can make SAP courses, have tie up with SAP courses, right? And certain SAP courses are very costly, where the students cannot, affordable for that. Even institution cannot charge more. So what you can do, there is an options for that issues. You can make tie up with Ministry of Government of India for higher education upskill program. It is there in NSIC, National Small Industries Corporation. So what they'll give subsidized rate of programs. They will fund you for 30 to 40 students maximum in an institution. So you can make like that. You can collaborate with like that. So you need a separate person. A college or an institution can appoint that as a separate person as a PR to have an industry collaboration. So as a part-time, you cannot do. It should be a full-time job. So a lecture or rotation basis, each and every department can depute one person. So 1 year belong to corporate secretaryship, second year for BSc computer science, third year for something like that. So that everybody will go and rotate for their own job opportunities related. This is kind of my suggestion.
Oh, thank you, sir, for the valuable information.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Yes, is there any other participant who need to ask any questions or to clarify doubts? Is there anyone? No one?
So now, no, I have a doubt again, Chitra again. So how
Yeah.
this automation is going to take them to the next level? The students are, they are attracted to the ChatGPT and AI, but is that is going to be a boost for them, or it is going to be, you talked about critical thinking, all those things. Will that skills will be lost because of this AI?
Madam, back to the question to you is, before mobile, how are we? And after the mobile, how are we?
Yeah, correct. Before
No,
mobile,
one simple question. Like before mobile, also we are thinking critically in the level which we know. Now also we know to use how to make Google to not to read my mind. We are using incognito. Our critical thinking always goes whatever it is available. Our brain is adaptable in a way, or made in a way that it will adopt any kind of critical situations. Even Super A comes, we will have the obligance, or we will have a chance to make critical thinking.
okay.
I would believe in this. This is my personal philosophy.
Okay.
Any other doubts? Fine. Sir, thank you for your detailed and thoughtful response. And before
Thank you,
we
ma'am.
conclude, I request all the participants to kindly fill out the feedback form for today's session. The link will be posted in our FDP WhatsApp group. So your feedback is valuable in helping us to improve our upcoming programs. So
Ma'am, before this vote of thanks, I just want to put a word.
yes,
I
sir.
really make my humble thanks to each and everybody that I have taken 1 hour of your personal time. That is after 7 o'clock. Everybody have their own commitment in your family, cooking, taking care of your children, and the next day preparation for the next day. That is to Monday after the weekend. I know it's how difficult it is. I really congratulate each and every one of you, and sorry for taking this your 1 hour time. Please forgive me.
Sir, this is our pleasure. So
Our
we
pleasure to
really,
have you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much,
It
madam.
was,
Thank you
the
so much.
session was really productive, and we feel we have learned much new things.
Yes.
So this is why we are indeed to call the expertise person. So thanks to Dr. M. Kaveri, our
Thank
uh,
you, sir.
who
Thank
has organized this
Oh,
70
okay. You are Kaveri ma'am. I forgot. I forgot.
Yes.
She was the one who sent the communication to me, right?
Yes, sir.
Correspondence
Yes,
to
sir.
all the
Yes, sir.
officials.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
Sir,
Dr.
your session
Kaveri.
is
Thank you, Dr.
very
Kaveri, for your.
informative, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me, sir. Thank
Thank
you,
you
sir.
so much. Thank you so much to you and Dr. Karthikeyan. He was the one who is behind me for 1 year. Last time I
So,
couldn't able to make up, but this year I came because of him. Thank you, Dr. Karthikeyan and Dr.
Thank
Kaveri.
you, sir.
My personal thanks to you and the management of AMJ. Thank you so much.
Participants, kindly switch on your camera for the photo session.
Yes, we request all the participants to switch on your video. Video has to be on to take a photograph.
You
I
want
request
my
all the
picture also?
participants.
Because I'm in a launch.
Sure,
I'm
sir.
so sorry.
Yes,
Is that
if
okay?
secretary.
possible, if
Will
possible,
please.
please, sir.
Yes, sir. If possible, you can.
Thank you. I think it's
Also, I request all the participants to on your camera for a second to take a photograph.
am I, am I visible?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Finished?
And I request Dean ma'am to on the camera so that we can make it a memorable picture. I think she is.
Pradhan, can we leave?
Yes. Bharti, is that done?
So shall we? Shall we wind up?
Chair is taken.
Thank you, participants, for the photo session.
Thank you,
Thank you.
participants, for joining the session. Thank you all.
Okay. So thank you all. To express our heartfelt gratitude, I now invite Dr. W. Julie Sudhir to deliver vote of thanks. And before it, please, before I conclude, fill out your feedback form that will be posted in our WhatsApp group, FTP WhatsApp group. Ma'am, uh, yes, ma'am. Ma'am, please unmute yourself.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking, ma'am. Ma'am, it's not audible.
It's mute, I think, ma'am.
Signal issue நினைக்கிறேன்.
Can you log out and log in so that it will be easy so that there might be a network issue.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
And I repeat, participant must fill their feedback, and that will be posted in WhatsApp group.
Pradeepa, am I audible right now?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am. Now it is audible, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's
Okay,
clear.
thank you. Yeah. Good evening to one and all gathered here. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the esteemed guests, participants, and organizers of the 7-day virtual faculty development program on tech-enabled student development in VUCA-BANI world, preparing learners for uncertain future. A sincere appreciation goes to our Secretary, Sri Udan Kumar Chodia, our Associate Secretary, Sri Hemant P. Chodia, our dynamic Dean, Dr. M. Ramya, our Deputy Dean, Dr. R. Sureka, and our Director, Dr. N. Venkataramanan, and our facilitator, Dr. Kaveri, for the gracious presence and continuous support. Special thanks to our Chief Guest, Dr. N. Mari Anand, Associate Professor, College of Economics and Business Administration, University of Technology and Applied Sciences, Oman, for sharing his valuable insights. Thank you, sir. We appreciate the active participation of faculty members from various institutions and our esteemed college, enriching the academic discourse. Thank you all for your contribution to the successful initiative. We hope the experience has been enriching and beneficial for all involved. Thank you all. Have a great evening, and may the insights gained here illuminate your path forward. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, madam. See
Thank
you
you,
all on a
sir.
very
Thank you,
fine
sir.
day,
Thank you
if
so much.
possible. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir. Yes. The participants can leave now. Thank you all. Thank you very much.